This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper. Just want to give you a quick look at my account real quick. My little small baby high yield account as I'm just taking my time with this small little account. You can see how much I'm down there. Here's today's, and there's a cover call I got going on in TSLY. I sold a put, 1250 put last week, made about $15 in premium. Sold a call today, made $30 in premium, so not bad. We'll take it, and we'll just see what happens over the course of the week. So that's my little baby account. Let's move over to the charts. All right. So we look at Tesla today, and as was expected, I guess you could say, I averaged down Friday right around this level on TSLY. Why did I do that? Well, because of it's been long on around this 200 to 210 dollar mark on Tesla. It's long been an area of support and resistance. So just made sense for me to average down at that point. Also, the 200 period weekly moving average is looming ever closer to 200. So it seemed like a really good risk reward to average down Friday. I did not average down today on TSLY. Let's look at the daily on Tesla, see what happened today. So Tesla bounced off this area here that I have this line drawn out, and as expected, honestly, we don't know if it'll dip back down below there, but we did expect some kind of bounce just due to being so oversold and a lot of support around this area. How far will this bounce go up? Will it be feeble? Will it be weak? We just don't know. But I think the risk reward was good here. Even if it drops lower, I'm pretty happy with purchasing it here. Let's look at TSLY. So you can see my cost basis there at 33.85. I think it was at 14.25 when I started. So I've been slowly, incrementally lowering down this average again. TSLY just at all-time lows, and who knows how low it'll go. That it won't be long, and we'll be having the dividend taken out. So we're looking possibly to be under $11 here for too long. So I'm just taking my time with TSLY. I do think it will go back up as Tesla goes back up. As we see here, there's been many instances that it has ripped much higher from certain lows. I expect the same thing to happen. It's just a matter of time. It's not a matter of if, but when. Let's kind of look at the overall broader market before we look at Qqqy and KLIP today. So we're going to look at SPY here, the overall broader market. 420 is a great level, I think, to also average down on positions. It's a area of support and resistance that the market has had for quite some time. You can see there as we got rejected off 420. At one point it was support. Again, there was support. And then it just ripped through 420. You see we had a little gap up right there. And then it went on its way on a bull run there for quite some time. And now we're back down to this level. We got a bounce last time we were here. Will we get a bounce this time? We just don't know. Let's look at the weekly chart. So we're just starting out on a week, so of course the weekly candle is extremely small. But what we don't like to see is if you're a bull or wanting it to go higher now, currently, although it's just one day at a weekly candle, we are getting rejection from this 50-period moving average today. Would like to see what happens over the next couple days. Maybe it'll come down to this 100 and gain support. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But we are in a downtrend. There's no lie about that. The charts tell you we continue to have lower highs and lower lows as we go along. We just need the market to rebound. Now, we had series of same thing here, right? Lower highs, lower lows, and then eventually the market broke out of that. It will break out of this. Just, again, a matter of time. Let's look at Qqqy and the Qs. All right, so let's pull up the Qs first. Qs on a weekly time frame, again, same story as we're seeing with the markets in general. Lower highs and lower lows. If it continues to drop down on a weekly time frame, I'd be looking at it to hit this around this 340 mark at the 50-period moving average which is the green line there. Let's look at Qs on the daily. So that coincides essentially with the 200 period moving average on the daily. As you see there, we had a long wick today. Really got sold off once it hit the 100 period moving average on the daily. It sold off. If you want to short this Qqqy market, now would probably be a good time because we have a touch and a hold right there. On the Qs on the downside on the 100 period moving average, right around the 360 price tag. We'll see what happens. I will not average down on Qqqy until we get to about $350 mark, or maybe I'll hold off until we get to the 200 period moving average. Let's look at Qqqy. I'm actually, I hate to say this, I don't hate to say it, but I'm actually fairly impressed with Qqqy so far. It's really doing well, resembling the Qs much better than I thought it was on the upside and the downside. I'm okay with Qqqy right now. As you see, I only have 35 shares of it. I'm just taking my time like I do with all my positions in these high yield accounts. I'm not throwing, 25, 50 grand at these positions. There's no reason for me to do that. I need to wait and see what they do over time and see how they perform during this market downtrend. I want to see what they're all about. But I like Qqqy for right now, honestly. The dividends are nice. So we're making money from the dividends as it's falling. And we're just waiting on the eventual market rally back up whenever that happens. And it will. We're just waiting and being patient and trying to average down at appropriate time. So for me, it's going to be about, probably this 1840-ish mark, which relates to possibly on the Qs about the 350 mark. Like I said, maybe I'll wait if it busts through that and maybe try to get this average down around a 345 mark on the Qs is when I'll buy my Qqqy. Let's look at KLIP, and then let's go ahead and also look at the VIX. But let's start with KLIP. Well, I was wrong on KLIP. Last week I made a video saying, is there a bottom being formed on KLIP? I like this double bottom here. I liked it on the weekly time frame. And since then, we have sold off. We did get a bounce off that double bottom. We got rejected there at the 50-period moving average on the daily time frame, which is that green line right there. We didn't even quite reach it, and it got rejected from there straight away. And now we are making, again, as we see in KLIP, lower lows all the time. As you can see there, I have a few shares there, 68, probably a little more than I should. I probably should have put more of that in Qqqy. So I'm not going to average down on KLIP for a while. I need to see some kind of growth in this KLIP. We're not going to look at its ETF today, just looking at KLIP itself as it continues to fall lower and lower. So I'm going to be a lot more cautious with KLIP. This is one I'm not a big fan of currently. We'll just have to see how it plays out. Let's look at the VIX. Okay, the VIX has well shot up on the daily time frame, well over 21. I got sold off from the $23 mark on the VIX. It has been sold off around the $24 mark, as you see right there and right there. We'll just have to see, but we don't like to see, if you're a bull anyway, see the VIX just climbing like this. Let's look at VIX on the weekly. Thing about the VIX is the higher it goes, the lower the market goes, right? So that's not something we like to see on the VIX if you're a bull. We'll see what happens when you get to this $25 mark. Will it sell off or will it rip through? We'll get a lot of volatility in markets. The markets will tank if it probably busts through that level. And we'll see what will happen from the VIX. So really all eyes are on the VIX and on SPY right now as we're waiting to see what happens with the general market. If you like my content, please sub the channel. I would truly appreciate it. This is Mike, Tactical Stock Scalper, out.